and abuse. Now, I'm 50, so I know everybody 50 and higher understand that we didn't have no Ritalin. When the school called, let me give y'all a quick commercial. Hello, Mr. King. Today, David couldn't sit in his seat. He was very disturbing in the class. He was making jokes. He wasn't doing his homework. And I don't know what to do about David acting up. I tell you what, I guarantee David will be cured in the morning. See, because my Ritalin name was John King Jr. And he didn't kill me. He didn't abuse me. He just corrected me. Anybody else? Some of y'all, they call it the tool shed. It don't hurt to discipline our kids. But if you allow government to tell us how to raise our kids, then guess what? Our teachers are going to play parent instead of teachers. The next thing, our freedom of religion. The liberals are saying freedom from religion. How many know that if we move God out of this country, that we are a dead country? Well, let's just take a walk down memory lane. They took God out of the schools. And then we started hearing about the Columbine incident. Then we started hearing about now the mob movement. Then we hear about our children doing gang suicide because there is no guidance. Remember, they used to at least let them read their Bible or bring their Bible to school. Now it's okay to bring pornography to school, but not your Bible. Oh, we real quiet today. When you move freedom, when you switch freedom of religion for freedom from religion, then we move God out of everything. Let me help y'all out. We switched gods in 1920. We went from putting God first to economics. Now the God of economics is crushing you. But the God that we serve is trying to liberate you, trying to free you so you can enjoy life. Which one do you want? Let's talk about the election coming up. 2012. One of the things I found out in the last election is this. Some of us, when our favorite person didn't win the primary, we stopped working. We got to remember, primaries is tryouts. That we would get the best candidate to represent us in the general election. We can afford, in 2012 primaries, to give up unless you want another 4 years of Obama. If some of y'all from Milwaukee, we cannot afford another 4 years of Tom Berry. In Sheboygan, I don't think, can you afford another 4 years? Some say yes, some say no. But what I'm trying to get you to see is this. When you stop, you already done gave them another 4 years. Our future is at stake. We cannot afford 4 more years of them trying to run stuff down our throat, trying to govern our lives through Washington, D.C. or through the mayor's office, and some retard says that they're going to recall Scott Walker. Somebody came up with this bright idea to recall Scott Walker. And I was wondering, and anybody was in Madison for the first Tea Party? Y'all remember when I called Governor Doyle a crackhead? Well, guess what? All of his crackhead buddies want to recall Scott Walker. after 1 year. He ain't even been in a year, and they ready to recall our governor because he decided to do what's right. He decided to do something about, instead of putting a Band-Aid on the problem, he decided to try and fix the problem. And now, because the problem is getting ready to be fixed, so no matter what they try to do, we're not going to allow them to recall him, right? See, we can afford them to, see, and they even got the signs. Every time I ride around and I see one of those signs, I really want to go set it on fire. Because you're trying to recall somebody for doing something right. And we have to understand something. If we allow them to recall him and put a ding-dong in office, I'm leaving Wisconsin. I might go to Texas somewhere. But I love Wisconsin, so I'm not going to do it. Here's the thing that we have to look at. Doing the right thing always don't feel good. It makes you the black sheep. Well, I'm used to being the black sheep, but it makes you the black sheep. It makes people mad at you. And I'm gonna tell you why they're really mad. They're really mad because they knew it had to be done, they just didn't want to do it. But now that it's done, you don't hear too many of them arguing anymore. But what we have to do is, when they decide to recall Scott Walker, we need to be on the trail. We don't need to be here in a rally. We need to be on the trail. That everybody that come in our block. How many of y'all would let me come in your house and run your house? Oh, one person, I love you. But here's the thing. We had no business. We should have been at the airport, and everybody that came in town, talking about they're going to come and help change. How dare them want to come in Wisconsin and change Wisconsin? How dare them try to dictate to us how our state should be run? I don't know about y'all, but I got 6 brothers. You try to come in our house and run our house, you in trouble. Listen, y'all. One of the things that after the election was over and I had the time to think about some stuff, you know what I thought about? I thought about my son, who's 3 years old. And I said, if I were to die, what kind of state would he be living in? If I go away, even when he gets 20 and I go home to be with the Lord, will he have an opportunity that I had? Because I tell people all the time, I'm not black. I'm an American. I'm not caught up in black, white. I'm an American. I love my country. I appreciate what my founding fathers done for me, and I appreciate my military. All you military out there, I'm going to tell y'all, you guys, I tell it all the time, you guys are my hero. It's not a basketball player. It's not the Green Bay Packers. I love the Brewers. It's not the Brewers. It's the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Army, the Coast Guard. It's you guys who put your life on the line that I can do what I'm doing right now. So I don't take my freedom for granted. That's why I run my big mouth. But we're in a fight. And this fight here is about, I told y'all a while ago I was a black regiment, not because of the color of my skin, but because I'm a pastor who decided to take off my robe and fight for the freedom of my country. And as I leave this stage, all I'm going to ask you guys to do is to continue to join me in this fight that Wisconsin can be a great state again, and this country will